point. Now Allie Christensen out on the right wing, pulls it up at the right elbow. And went through the hands of Lewis. But now Griffith over in the left deep corner that gets it up to Hallie Shaver out top. Back to Maddie Griffith out on the left wing. Lewis up and no good. Rebounded by the Pirates. Lewis missed one right there at the bucket. Alameda loses it out of bounds, so a turnover for Alameda. As we just get this game underway, the Morgan Lady Mustangs come in at 7-6 overall, 3-0 in league after a big win the other night over Skyview, 48-25. Alameda comes in 1-1 in league, 6-6 overall. Lewis underneath with the bucket, and she is fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 32, Larissa Gomez. Free throw is up and good for Lewis. So the early lead here and a full court press here by the Mustangs as it's tipped out of bounds on the far side by Lewis. So Alameda will inbounds far side in the front court as they get the ball into Rosie Holquin. That ball once again knocked out of bounds by Lewis. This time about halfway down on the front court. As Gomez gets it in to Fresquez. Gomez gets it back. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Allie Christensen. And nice save underneath by Lewis. And the ball just about went out of bounds under the bucket. Hallie Shaver drives it down, now kicks it out. Lewis now at the left elbow. She drives it down, up and good for Haley Lewis. 5-0 Lady Mustangs, all from Lewis, but they're feeding her and getting her down underneath the bucket. Now a 2 is going to be up, and that is going to be good by Brooke Fresquez. Hand off. Now underneath to Lewis, going to kick it back out to Hallie Shaver. As it Lady Mustangs face a man-to-man defense here from Alameda. Up and no good was Lewis. Rebounded, and a jump will be called, I believe. And that will be Alameda ball. Mustangs average 46.6 points a game. They give up 40 points. Alameda is averaging 44.3 points and giving up 46.4. Steal on the inbounds pass, and now the Mustangs are going to turn right back over to him. As Hallie Shaver does not connect with Allie Christensen under the bucket. But the Lady Mustangs still with their full court press. Kind of a 2-2-1 zone press. And they get it up into the front court down the lane. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Kelsey Shaver. Get it down, and the shot from the left side is up and no good. Rebounded in the corner by Bernard. And now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Hallie Shaver. Be her first, team first. Ball inbounds to Holquin. Now going to be underneath, but tipped away. Nice job there by Kelsey Shaver. Another turnover by the Alameda Pirates. Good hustle, though, on the defensive end for the Mustangs. Get the ball underneath to Christensen, and it looked like she was fouled, and no call. Ball to Alameda. Alameda hustles it up. Over on that right wing. Now it's going to be out of bounds. So another turnover for the Pirates. Good defense down there by Kelsey Shaver to force that turnover. Now a full court press here by the Lady Pirates. 4:40 to go here, first period. 5-2 Lady Mustangs. Get the ball into the hands of Kelsey Shaver. She tries to get it up into the front court and does. Hands it off now to Hallie. Christensen on the right wing underneath to Griffith, and that shot is up and no good. And they're going to call Griffith for the over-the-back foul. So Alameda will inbounds. Get the ball into the hands of Fresquez. The ball is going to be tipped out of bounds once again by Haley Lewis. So the Pirates will inbounds in front of the Mustang bench. 4:15 to go here, 5-2. Turnover by Alameda as Haley Lewis steps into the path of that pass underneath. And that ball is knocked out of the hands of Lewis. So the Mustangs will retain possession. And they will inbounds right baseline of their basket. Get it into Lewis, went through her hands. It was a good pass. Now Kelsey Shaver into the lane. They're going to call a foul underneath. And that will be on Holquin, her first, team second. Whitney Frasco and Lauren Keller into the game for Allie Christensen and Kelsey Shaver. Takeaway by Alameda. And the layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Shaver, but it looks like they're going to have a foul call, and that will be Holquin's second. So full court pressure here is Holquin's going to come out, and Yami Mendoza into the game. Griffith gets the ball in to Shaver, now up to Whitney Frasco, and then to Haley Lewis. Oh, Lewis misses the shot, though. Lauren Keller back with the rebound. Lewis up strong, up and good, and she is fouled on the play, but the bucket is good. 7-2 Fort Morgan, with Haley Lewis going back to the line to shoot one. So far, the offense tonight has been Lewis. Bazan into the game for Alameda. As Lewis gets ready to shoot her free throw, looks like it is up and good. So she is 2 of 2 from the free throw line here in the first period. 8-2 Mustangs over the Pirates. Over on the near side to Gomez, and that is up and no good. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds is Griffith with the rebound attempt. Pirates will inbounds right baseline of their basket as they get it into the right deep corner. Now they're going to bring it out front to Fresquez over on the far side to Bernard. Fresquez in the lane, and that layup is going to be up and no good. Rebound is going to be tipped and taken by Lewis. Another rebound for Haley Lewis. Now up to Keller. Keller on the layup is up and no good. Rebounded though by Frasco. 8-2 with just under 3 minutes left here in the first period. Lady Mustangs in the lead. Hallie Shaver to Keller out over on the left wing. Now, so it was going to be a pass to Shaver, and she didn't look. But another turnover by Alameda as Frasco intercepts the pass down court. Now they get it back up into the front court and get their offense set up. Haley Lewis picks up her dribble now to Frasco. Griffith out to Shaver out front. Lauren Keller now on the left wing with a little fake, and jump shot from the left elbow is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis, and that is up and good for Haley Lewis. So Haley Lewis 10, the Pirates nothing. Or 2, excuse me. 2 minutes left here in the opening period. And Fresquez over on the far side to Gomez. Gomez picks up her dribble, now hands it off to Bazan. Bernard tries to drive it. She pulls up her dribble. No good. Rebounded by Keller. Mustangs in the front court get their offense set up here. Maddie Griffith with the ball, picks up her dribble. And we'll have a jump call. That should be Fort Morgan ball, and it is. With the Mustangs leading 10-2. So we have Hallie Shaver, Maddie Griffith, and Haley Lewis coming out. Let's see who we got. We got Kelsey Shaver back into the game, Allie Christensen, and
Caitlin Wells.
Caitlin Wells. Yep, thank you. With 1:33, give those other three a little rest here before they come back in to start the second period. Nobody in foul trouble. They get the ball into Kelsey Shaver. She drives it down to the right baseline now into Frasco. She looked like she is going to go to the free throw line. She was fouled on the attempt.
So far, 8 rebounds for the Mustangs and 4 for the Pirates.
The first Fort Morgan basket of the game was brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. So Whitney Frasco, first free throw is good. The second one bounces off and no good. And that is up and good, I believe, by Christensen.
Yep.
On the rebound off of that missed free throw. So the Mustangs come away with 3 points on that possession. Steal by Keller. Nice job by Keller as we're down to 1:05 here in the opening period. Keller keeps the dribble alive now to Allie Christensen. She stops and pops to the right side. That is up and no good. Rebounded to the Pirates. Bernard as she hustles it up court. Now into the hands of Fresquez. Her shot up and no good. Rebounded by Kelsey Shaver. She's going to give it off to Keller. As we're down to 40 seconds left here in the opening period. 11-point lead for the Lady Mustangs, 13-2. Caitlin Wells trips now off to Kelsey Shaver from the left side. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Wells. That is up and no good. And Frasco on the rebound, and she is going to go back to the line to shoot 2. And that foul they're going to call on Fresquez. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. So Whitney Frasco back to the line to shoot 2, where she is 1 of 1. First one is up and good. So 14-2 now, Lady Mustangs, as they pull away from the Pirates here in the first period. Next free throw up and no good. Rebounded by the Pirates as they hustle it up and get their offense set up. A deep 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Frasco. Gets it into the hands of Keller. Christensen all the way down, up and under. It's up and good for Allie Christensen. Nice move there. And she goes under the bucket and comes back around. So 16-2. And going to be a tip out right at the buzzer. So at the end of 1, the Lady Mustangs 16, the Lady Pirates 2 here on B106 and B106.com. Brad Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as the Lady Mustangs have a 14-point lead here as we enter the second period. Coaches for these teams, Andy Schoen is the head coach for the Lady Mustangs. He is assisted by Dennis Strumke and Brenda Anderson. Head coach for the Alameda Pirates is Josh Newman. He is assisted by Stephanie Martinez and Jasmine Gonzalez. So the Pirates get the ball and immediately a
jump ball. Kind of a bad.
So a turnover right away for Alameda. It will be Mustang ball. Get it in to Frasco, now to Caitlin Wells. Wells stops her dribble. Now her pass is going to go cross court. Rebounded off Frasco underneath as Christensen.
Nice to save it.
tried to save it there and did a nice job, but it was off of Frasco. I think Christensen must have jammed her right arm or something. She's shaking a little bit, but she'll be good. So kind of a 1-2-1-1 defense here now for the Mustangs as they trap at midcourt, and it works. They get the ball, but now turnover back to Alameda. Now turnover once again by Alameda as Keller gets the turnover. Keller all the way down to Caitlin Wells. Her shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the shot, and that will be on 33. Burciaga. So that will send Caitlin Wells to the line to shoot 2. And that's off the back of the rim and no good. High Plains Bank offers a wide variety of products that can be customized to fit your individual needs. See what over a century customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Second free throw is up and good for Wells. Caitlin Wells, a 5'6" senior. Now another steal by the Lady Mustangs. Christensen with a shot up and good from just above the free throw line. 6 points on the night for Christensen. Another steal, this one by Wells. She's going to get it underneath to Christensen. That shot is up and good at the bucket. So 21-2, 19-point lead here. Another steal by Christensen on the pass. And that layup is going to be up and good. 23-2, the Lady Mustangs. And that looked like a travel, but no call. Now
there's another steal.
Yeah. Well, they're going to call a foul, I believe. This one will be on Kelsey Shaver.
Yeah.
Her first, team third.
Got to break it up every now and then, don't we?
Yeah. We got 7 fouls on them. I missed the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed one on somebody here someplace.
6 turnovers in that first minute, 25 seconds.
Yeah, and just about got another turnover here as Hallie Shaver, getting too many names combined here.
Right.
Hallie Shaver knocks it out of bounds, but Hallie Shaver back into the game along with Haley Lewis and Maddie Griffith. So this is starting. Have a 30-second timeout here taken by Alameda, but we'll just keep it here for right now. Lady Mustangs up 23-2. What do you have for turnovers and rebounds in that first period, Corey?
For rebounds, there was 2 by the Mustangs and 0 by the Pirates, and then for turnovers, there were 6 by the Pirates and 1 by the Mustangs.
How many rebounds did you have for Fort Morgan?
2.
Okay.
In that second period, but in that first period, there was 11.
Oh, okay. So Alameda to inbounds far side as Gomez gets it into Frisquez, and she loses it out of bounds. So an unforced turnover here by Alameda as they will put on full court pressure as the Mustangs get the ball into Christensen. Christensen now to Shaver, now to Haley Lewis, now to Maddie Griffith out on the left wing, back out to Hallie Shaver, and underneath, and that ball is going to be kept double dribbled by Haley Lewis. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs here with 6:10 left in the second period, 23-2. Baseball type pass, and that's going to be intercepted, so a turnover right away. And now let's see what they're going to turnover back by Alameda. Now another turnover by Alameda, and the shot is up and good for Lewis. And now another turnover by Alameda. So they're stacking up quickly here for Alameda on these turnovers.
This second period, 10 turnovers, Alameda, 3 Mustangs.
Back and forth turnovers. Christensen with the ball on the far side in the back court still. Get it up, going to be stolen away by Bazan. And she is going to turn it over as she goes out of bounds on the baseline. So Fort Morgan will now inbounds at the far end of the court from their basket.
So far, Mustangs, I feel, have been doing a pretty good job with their turnovers. So.
Yeah, nice job on the inbounds play. Layup is going to be up and good on the left side by Lewis. 14 points on the night for Lewis. Yeah, they're going to call a reach foul.
Griffith.
Should
be on Griffith.
Should be on Maddie Griffith, it is. Thank you. That'll be her second, team fourth. So Alameda inbounds to Bernard. Now a three is going to be taken, and that is up and off the rim. Rebounded by Griffith. Now a foul in the backcourt on Alameda. As we have a 1-and-1 now. And that foul is going to be on Bazan. Her first, team eighth. So Maddie Griffith goes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Her first free throw is off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Alameda. To Mendoza. Now she hands it off to Bernard. Now it's going to be a steal by the Lady Mustangs. Pass down court to Lewis. That shot is up and good, and she is fouled on the shot. So she will go to the line to shoot one. And that foul is going to be on Bernard. That is her second. But into the game for the Lady Mustangs is Autumn Wheatley. She's the one with the caused that turnover and then got the pass up to Lewis. So Lewis at the free throw line. And her free throw is up and good. So Lewis is also 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 30-2. As the Mustangs look to hold Alameda scoreless here once again. Another turnover. We're going to say it was tipped by Lewis. And out of bounds, so Alameda will inbounds far baseline as they get it in to Burse. And another turnover by the Pirates underneath to Lewis. That is going to be up and good for Haley Lewis. Nice pass there by Maddie Griffith on the assist. And Alameda just running and gunning. They're not even trying to set up anything. And now Fort Morgan trying to get Wheatley on the layup, and she is. She is. I guess you'd say that she's hammered under there. And
yeah, she was fouled on the shot there.
And that is going to be on Holquin, and that will be her third.
It just seems like the Pirates are just kind of running down there and just throwing it whenever chance they get.
Yeah, I mean, that last possession, they just ran down there and
just chucked it.
Chucked up a three, and that first one is up and good by Wheatley. So she will earn a second. So back into the game is Fresquez replacing Holquin for Alameda. Next free throw is off the front of the rim and no good, but rebounded out to Griffith. She gets it into the hands of Shaver, Hallie Shaver. Now to Griffith over on the far left side. She dribbles all the way down the lane, and her layup is going to be up and out. She gets her own rebound, and that is up and no good. Rebounded to Lewis. That is up and no good. And now a frustration foul on Lewis. I believe that's who it's on. Yep, that'll be on Haley Lewis. That'll be her first. That was just more of a frustration foul. So Lauren Keller into the game for Griffith. Griffith with 2 fouls. So we sit at the 10 foul mark with the Pirates as they get set up into their offense with Fresquez. Now they move it over on the near side to Gomez, and that shot is going to be up and good for Gomez. So the Mustangs now lead at 33-4 with 3:32 left here in the first half. And that shot is up and good by Keller. So everybody getting in the scoring act here for the Lady Mustangs. Underneath the Fresquez, she's double teamed in the corner. And they call a jump ball in the corner. So possession to the Pirates. They get it into the corner, and that three is going to be off the side of the basket and out of bounds. So possession, Lady Mustangs. Western Engineering Consultants provide civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients located in Colorado. Layup is going to be up and no good at this.
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on that one.
They could have. Now they're going to call a jump on the rebound. That'll be possession Mustangs. Sally Shaver to inbounds right baseline. Gives it into Lewis. Now underneath to Wheatley. Wheatley is hammered, but her basket goes in. So Wheatley goes to the line to shoot one. So Wheatley was 1 of 1 from the free throw line just a little bit ago. So 37-4, 2:56 to go, first half. Chelsea Shaver, Haley Lewis, and Hallie Shaver come out. See who we have in here for the Lady Mustangs, like Kelsey Klaus, Whitney Frasco, and Allie Christensen back into the game. Now Caitlin Wells will come in for Autumn Wheatley. And that free throw was up and good. 4 points on the night for Wheatley. Now a deep three off the rim and no good, rebounded finally by Keller. Keller gets down into the front court, now to Frasco. She thought about shooting it on the three, but pulled it back. Going to run the offense here. Christensen on the right wing into the left elbow, and now that shot is up, bounces around, no good. And rebounded by Klaus. Her pass underneath is no good. Going to be up and good on the far end on the rebound by Holquin as she's back into the game. So 38-6. Now a turnover by Keller as she tried to get the ball in, hit the back of the backboard. 38-6. Now a three is going to be taken. That is up and no good. Long rebound, and that's going to be taken by Frasco. As Keller now gets it up into the front court. She keeps her dribble alive. Now she's going to pick it up, give it to Wells. Ball is going to be tipped out of her hand, but Wells picks it back up. Now another foul, and that will go on Holquin. That will be her fourth. But Menard will come in for her after this next, after the first free throw, because that will send Wells to the line to shoot two. As we are at the 10 foul limit, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Buildings by Design has the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. And that free throw is up and good for Wells, so she is 2 of 4. And into the game is Jami Mendoza for the Pirates, as they're going to have another turnover, and they're going to be called for a travel. So 39-6. With a minute 46 left in the first period, or in the first half, excuse me. Baseball pass down to Klaus. She's going to go up, and the layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Frasco, and she gets the bucket coming from the far side. And now they're going to have a technical foul called on the head coach of Alameda. He's trying to figure out what he said. He says he was talking to his player. So I'm not sure what he said, but anyway, 41-6 as Allie Christensen will go to the line to shoot the free throws. Minute 35 left here in the first half. And that free throw bounces around and is no good. So we'll see if she can sink the second free throw, and that is also off the back of the rim and no good. So she misses both free throws on the technical. So possession to the Lady Mustangs as they will inbounds midcourt with Caitlin Wells. She gets it in to Keller. Keller guarded out front, now to Christensen on the right wing. Christensen dribbled down to the right elbow, and that up and good for Allie Christensen. 8 points in this second period for Christensen, 43-6. And a reach foul on the far side by Frasco. That will be her first. Team sixth. So Alameda to inbounds, right baseline of their basket. They look to get the ball in, and they is going to be tipped out of bounds by Christensen. She had an open player over in the corner closest to her, and she chose to come across the court. Now that's going to be taken by Keller on the steal on the inbounds. Nice job by Christensen. Now off to Keller. 42-6. With under a minute left here in the first half, Christensen with another shot from the right elbow up and no good, rebounded by Frasco. And that shot is up and good by Christensen. 44-6 Lady Mustangs with 40 seconds left here in this opening half. As we have a doubleheader here tonight, the boys will play when this game is over. Should be about 7 o'clock. Bernard with the ball out front being guarded by Christensen. Now they get it back to Bernard. And that shot is up and no good, rebounded by Wells. She gets it off to Keller. 15 seconds to go here, opening half, 44-6, down to 10 seconds. Now they get it into the hands of Christensen. Off of Klaus, loses it out of her hands. Now into the hands, and that shot is going to be up and no good by Alameda. So at the end of the first half, the Lady Mustangs lead at 44-6 over the Lady Pirates of Alameda on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as halftime festivities continue. Not much going on right now. They had a money vault, I guess, that was out in the center court there with inflatable, and they had air in it, and somebody got in there, and I only saw one person go in. Was there two? Was there a little?
I think there was two. There was a little boy and then a little girl. Excuse me, I think they had a drawing for it. Looked like fun for them.
Yep. I
tried to go down there, but they wouldn't let me in.
I don't understand that.
I know. It just didn't make any sense.
50 seconds left here in this halftime as the Lady Mustangs are almost at their average for a game. They're averaging 46.6 points a game. Alameda is averaging 44.3.
Just not against the
not against the Mustangs, that's for sure. So, so far we have seen, at least in the Colorado 7 League, the Mustangs are, head and shoulders above everybody else. They beat Conifer 47-29. They beat Arvada 62-7. They beat an undefeated Skyview the other night 48-25 in the Colorado 7 League, that is. The Alameda girls lost to Conifer 81-46, and they beat Arvada 49-43. So we will get this second half underway here, and possession will be to Alameda. As Gomez, baseball pass into Fresquez. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Mustangs as Fresquez drives it up, but she's going to lose it. So their first possession, first turnover of the second half. So Christensen will inbounds for the Lady Mustangs. Allie Christensen, Allie Shaver, Maddie Griffith, Haley Lewis, and Kelsey Shaver on the floor. And a layup for Kelsey Shavers, up and good to start off this second half. Her first bucket of the night. Get the assist from Haley Lewis. And another steal on the second possession by the Alameda Pirates. So 2 turnovers, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here to start out this second half. Allie Christensen underneath, and that is going to be a takeaway. Not a good pass by Christensen, and that layup is going to be up and good for Fresquez. That will be 4 points for Fresquez. The second one, the first bucket here in the second half. So 46-8 with a minute gone here in the second half. Pass up and shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Christensen. Her little jumper in the lane is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Haley Lewis. Up and good for Lewis. 21 points on the night for Lewis. As Fresquez gets it out to Burciaga. Now over to Gomez. Now they're going to back it out to Holquin. Now Bernard, she gives it back off to Gomez as they try to work this offense against this stingy Lady Mustang defense, and that is going to be off of Burciaga and out of bounds.
Now, Brian, we were talking about this earlier. At what point do they do a running clock for basketball?
It won't start until the fourth period, and I thought it was a 35-point lead. So we will see when it starts. But that won't be till it gets into the not a good pass by Christensen. So if nobody touched the ball, it'll be inbound right here in front of the Alameda bench. But I believe it's a 35-point lead into the fourth quarter. And then they will stop the clock on free throws, timeouts, and injuries. The shot from the left baseline is up and no good. Rebounded by Hallie Shaver. Christensen has it knocked out of her hands on the layup. Looked like they could have called a foul, but I think they just kind of maybe let things go here. 48-8 with 6:06 to go here in the third period. Christensen right baseline. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. And she's going to be hammered on her putback. So Haley Lewis will go to the line to shoot 2. Where she is 3 of 3. And that foul is going to go on Gomez. That will be her second. That's where I missed the one from the first half. And that free throw was up and good. 22 points for Haley Lewis. What's she got for rebounds?
Lewis has on the night, I got 4 on the night. A lot of layups she's been getting assists on, so that's good.
So that free throw also up and good. 50-8. They get it underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Kelsey Shaver. Into the hands of Haley Lewis. And she gets it off to Kelsey Shaver. Maddie Griffith now out on the left wing. 5:32 to go. Maddie Griffith backs it out. Gets it off to Hallie Shaver. Now underneath to Lewis. And that layup is up and good. That is there all night for the Mustangs. So 52-8.
They don't seem to have an answer for Lewis right there.
No. And that is a turnover by Alameda. And we have a whole new crew coming in here for the Lady Mustangs. And we will get you those in just a minute. Like Lauren Keller, Autumn Wheatley, Whitney Frasco, Kelsey Klaus, and we'll see who else is here, and Caitlin Wells. So Keller layup is going to be up and good on the inbounds. Almost stolen on the baseline. That layup is going to be up and good, and that is going to be Bernard, her first bucket of the night. So Alameda finally does get double-digit numbers here, 54-10. As Keller is being hounded out front by Bernard, and now the ball is going to be taken away by Alameda. Layup is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on Wheatley, and that will be her first. And that will send Burciaga to the line to shoot 2. And Burciaga on the year is shooting 67%, and that free throw is up and good for her first point of the night. She gets ready to shoot foul shot number 2. That one also up and good. Nice looking foul shot there by Burciaga. Now they get the ball in to Wells. Back to Wheatley. Up to Frasco. Back to Wheatley. She gets it up into the front court. Now that was a quick jump. A tie up out front. Possession to the Lady Mustangs. As Wheatley will get it into Keller. Keller underneath to Kelsey Klaus. First bucket of the night for Klaus.
She was wide open there.
Yep. So 56-12. As Alameda tries to get their offense working here a little bit. That shot is up and no good. Taken away by Wheatley. Nice job there by Autumn Wheatley. She gets it into the hands of Keller to get it up into the front court. Now a baseball type pass, and that is going to be taken away by Alameda. So another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Now a shot from outside is not going to be any good. Going to be tipped around and finally taken by Alameda. The layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Klaus. And now they're going to call a reach foul, I believe, on Alameda. And that foul will go on Burciaga. Have her for 2. So 3:41 left here in the third period. 56-12, Lady Mustangs. Wells with the left-handed dribble brings it up into the front court to set up the offense. Jump stop into the hands of Wheatley, but she loses it out of bounds. So a turnover by the Lady Mustangs here with 3:31 to go. Alameda up into the front court now as it's a deep 3, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Alameda. Burciaga out front now to Bernard. Burciaga now for the 3, and that is up and no good, and that is out of bounds. So possession to the Lady Mustangs. 56-12, 3:11 left here in the third period. Not a good pass. That ball is knocked out of bounds, but retained by the Mustangs, as they will inbounds left baseline of the Alameda basket. And that pass once again not good, but knocked out of bounds by Alameda, so Fort Morgan still retains possession. So we will have a doubleheader here tonight. The boys will play at 7, or in that area someplace anyway. Keller is going to be called for the carry, so another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Looked like she walked, but they called her for a carry. So 3:04 left here in this third period. As Holquin picks up her dribble out front, now the ball is going to be taken away by Keller. Now it's going to be run down in the backcourt, and Keller is going to get called for the foul. Be her first. So Alameda inbounds to Bernard as they look to get their offense on the board once again here across court to Mendoza. Mendoza being guarded by Frasco, picks up her dribble. Now that ball is going to be off the hands of Boardman of Alameda and out of bounds. Bazan comes in for Holquin. So full court pressure here by the Pirates. Now a baseball-type pass, and that is going to be taken as a turnover to Alameda on the inbounds pass. Bazan picks up her dribble out front. Now gets it into the hands of Bernard. Now she picks up her dribble now out front to Gomez, being guarded by Klaus. And a steal by Keller. So 2:11 here in this third period, 56-12. Caitlin Wells with the ball now to Keller out on the high right wing. Now to Wheatley over in the right corner, picks up her dribble. Now she's going to give it off to Frasco. Under 2 minutes left here in this third period. Wells with the ball out front. Gets it back off to Keller. As the Mustangs are running a little time off the clock here, up 56-12. Wheatley over on the high right wing. She drives it down to the right elbow. Now underneath to Keller, up and no good. And out of bounds off of Keller. She tried to save that ball going out of bounds. Now we have into the game. I know who that is. Going to be Allie Bauman into the game, and Emma Wolf into the game for the Lady Mustangs. Tipped away by Klaus, taken away by Wolf. Nice screen on the far side by Frasco, and that's going to be a travel on Wells, and she tried to come to a stop at the free throw line and kind of bunny hopped out there. So Alameda to inbounds as they get the ball into Bernard. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. As Gomez gets it off over on the far side to Mendoza. Gets it back to Gomez, and that shot is going to be up and off the back of the rim and no good. Off of Bauman and out of bounds. So the Pirates will retain possession as we're down just under 50 seconds left here in this third period. 56-12 Lady Mustangs. Ball into Gomez. Gomez gets it back for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Tipped around and off of Gomez and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan to inbounds in the far corner. Caitlin Wells looks to get it in. Gets it in, and going to be a turnover as Bauman could not control the pass. Not a real good pass. It was right along the sideline. 38.2 seconds left here in this third period, 56-12. Bernard with the ball out front now on the far side to Boardman. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Allie Bauman. Nice job by Bauman. We call a travel on her. Must have called got a turnover on Bauman.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So a turnover by the Mustangs. Shot from the free throw line is going to be up and good. I believe that was Boardman with the bucket. 56-14, 10 seconds left here in this third period. Emma Wolf with the ball. She gets it out to Caitlin Wells, not a Frasco. Frasco's going to try to shoot it, nothing called. And Caitlin Wells puts it up, but no good. So at the end of three, the Lady Mustangs lead the Lady Pirates 56-14 on B106 and B106.com. 56-14 as we enter period number 4 here at the high school gymnasium here in Fort Morgan as the Mustangs host the Alameda Pirates. Boys game will be up after this game as the Mustangs get the ball to start off this fourth period. Klaus way out high. Now she's going to get it off to Caitlin Wells. As it looks like the Mustangs are going to try and just run some time off here maybe. Up 56-14. Get it off to Bauman. Give these non-starters some playing time here. Give them some experience that may come in necessary down the road. So, but right now the Lady Mustangs are going to give it off to Wolf. Klaus was open underneath. Coach Andy Schoen was a little upset that they did not find her. That's kind of what they were looking for, was that open shot right at the bucket. Klaus was open. Now they're going to give it to Klaus, and she's going to bounce past it to Wolf. And they throw it away on the far side. Emma Wolf tried to get it out to Bauman and ended up going out of bounds as a turnover.
They're doing that running clock like we talked about, too.
Okay, yep. So a three is up and no good, rebounded by Wolf. She comes to a stop, gives it to Wells, and that ball bounces on the sideline. So another turnover here by the Lady Mustangs. A little sloppy here to start this fourth period. As the Lady Pirates look to work this ball around here, try to get an open shot. Bernard picks it up, hands it off to Holquin, now underneath, and that's going to be off the hands. Up. A nice try underneath by Wolf to get the ball, but she was out of bounds. So into the game is Boardman for the Lady Pirates. They look to get it in with Mendoza. Steal on the inbounds pass by Allie Bauman. And now Bauman's going to kick it back out to the front. She's going to keep the dribble alive. Now off to Wolf. 5:37 to go, 56-14 over to Frasco on the far side. Klaus now up high. Now she'll get it back out to Bauman. Wells back to Wolf. As they just work this ball around. Klaus now is going to be fouled out front, and that will be on Gomez. That will be her third. Hilltop Garage, serving Northeast Colorado for 3 generations, committed to their customers with quality service and reasonable prices. In need of a tow, call 522-5757. Now a turnover by Allie Bauman as she is called for the travel. Mendoza gets it in to Burciaga. Now on the near side to Bernard, now back to Burciaga. Her layup is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on the shot. And that will be on Frasco. That will be her second. 3 team fouls apiece for the teams. And that free throw is going to be up and no good by Burciaga. First National Bank in Fleming. Bank your financial needs with a Logan County home-owned bank since 1917. First National Bank in Fleming, member FDIC. So Burciaga with the second free throw, in and out. Rebounded by Gomez, but she was fouled on the putback. And we'll see who that was on. Again on Frasco. Be her third. So this time it will be Gomez to the line, and that free throw is up and good. So Gomez on the year is shooting just right at 50%. Mendoza comes out. Holquin back into the game for the Pirates. Next free throw up and also good by Gomez. She is 2 for 2. Frasco gets it up into the front court to Wheatley. Wheatley on the drive, and her layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Klaus, and she is fouled on the shot. And she will go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that was on Gomez, I believe. They didn't put it up there yet, but Kelsey Klaus at the line to shoot 2. That was up and no good. as the Mustangs are scoreless here in this fourth period. That foul was on Gomez. That free throw is up and good for Klaus. Three points on the night for Kelsey Klaus. 3:47 to go here in the game. That shot is going to be way short on the three. Bauman with the baseball pass to Wheatley. Wheatley with the layup, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by Wolf. Nice hustle by Wolf. They're going to play. Yeah, that's what I thought. She double dribbled there. So a turnover by the Lady Mustangs. I think they're probably adding up here a little bit in this second half. But
yeah, they are. The second half, they have 9 total. And
so
8 for the Pirates.
A deep three is no good. Rebounded by Bauman. 57-16 with 3:10 left here in this contest. Wheatley out front. Now it's going to be taken away by Burciaga. Now tipped away from the back. Turnover by Alameda. As the Mustangs now get the ball up into the front court. Wolf now to Wheatley out front. Frasco now with it off to Kelsey Klaus. 2:42 to go here. Fourth period. Bauman off to Wolf, now to Wheatley. Boys game will be coming up here a little bit later. Ball knocked out of bounds. Retained by the Mustangs. Gomez goes out. Mendoza comes in for the Pirates. Ball to Bauman. 2 minutes left here in this fourth period. 57-16. 1 point scored so far by the Lady Mustangs here, and that was a free throw by Kelsey Klaus. Wheatley now off to Wolf over in the right corner. Frasco to Klaus on the left baseline. Wolf now has the ball tipped away from her, and now they're going to get a foul called on Bauman. Allie Bauman with her first. Minute 25 and counting here, 57-16. 2 points scored in this fourth period by Alameda, 1 so far by the Lady Mustangs. Another deep three is taken and rebounded by Klaus. Finally comes down with it. And Allie Bauman has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. So possession to the Lady Mustangs on the far side. Get it into Bauman, now off to Emma Wolf. Under a minute left here in this game as Allie Bauman gets it off to Wolf, now out to Frasco. So the Lady Mustangs will go 4-0 in league play. Underneath is Emma Wolf, and that shot is up and good by Wolf, all alone under the basket. Her first bucket of the night, first points for Wolf. Cross-court pass over on the far side. Now they're going to call an illegal screen, and that will be on Burciaga. That will be her third. So Fort Morgan to inbounds far side as the clock runs now with 10 seconds as they get it in to Wolf. So the Lady Mustangs with another convincing victory here tonight as the buzzer sounds. And the Lady Mustangs win it big, 59-16. We will be back with the post-game show in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com. The Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine, believe, and achieve your goals. Well, another convincing win here for the Lady Mustangs as they beat the Lady Pirates of Alameda 59-16. Scoring for Alameda was Fresquez with 4, Gomez with 4, Bernard with 2, Holkman with 2, Boardman with 2, and Burciaga with 2. For the Lady Mustangs, the leading scorer tonight was Haley Lewis with 25, followed up by Allie Christensen with 14. And then we have Autumn Wheatley with 4, Whitney Frasco with 4, Lauren Keller with 4, Kelsey Shaver with 2, Emma Wolf with 2, Kelsey Klaus with 3, and Caitlin Wells with 1 for the Lady Mustangs for their 59 points. I believe Corey has some other numbers for us from the game.
For rebounds, the Lady Mustangs had 28 for the night, 19 in the first half, and what would that be? All right, my mind just went blank. And then 9 for the second half, I'm sorry. And then for the Lady Pirates, they had 11 total, 8 for the first half and 3 for the second half. For turnovers, the Lady Mustangs 17, 6 in the first half, and then 11 in that second half. And the Lady Pirates had 28 total. That was 19 in that first half, and then that 9 there. So, yeah, that was that second period. Those turnovers just kept adding up, back and forth play.
Yeah, and then it got kind of sloppy there in that fourth period. So we're going to take another break and be back with more of the post-game show here on B106 and B106.com.